instead of graphing this guy, let's look at it this way. The range is describing all the y values that this thing will give. Now, because I have a square root, square roots are always positive, right? So the y values will always be positive. So my range is all positive y values, which I can write as y's that are greater than or equal to 0. You could have a 0, that's fine, because the square root of 0 would be 0. So all positive y values. Whenever you have a square root like that, the range is going to be y is greater than or equal to 0. Now, if he asked another question like this, like let's say, let's give a couple other examples. Like if he had y is just the normal square root of x, the range is also y is greater than or equal to 0, because again that square root has to be positive. What if he had, separate question, what if he had y equals the square root of x plus 5? Well, now the whole thing is hiked up 5. So this thing will be greater than or equal to 0, and then everything, if you add 5 to that, y will be greater than or equal to 5 for its range. Same thing if you had y equals square root of x plus 7, y would be greater than or equal to 7. If you had, and these could have been anything in here, like I could have jazzed up what was underneath this square root as much as I wanted, right? 2x plus 4 underneath there, 3x minus 2 underneath there. If it's a square root plus something, y has got to be bigger than that last one, because this is at least going to be 0. We'll try it again, like the square root of 9x squared minus 4 minus a 3. Well, here y is just going to be greater than or equal to that minus 3. We'll try it again. Y equals square root of 4x plus 2 minus 8. Y is going to be greater than or equal to minus 8. Should be okay. What would happen if all of these things were negative? What if he had asked, changing these to different problems in red, if this had been minus root x, then this would be less than or equal to 0, because the square root would be always positive, and this would make it negative. So you're only going to get negative values out of this. So less than or equal to. So if you tack on a negative in front of this square root, that'll switch all of these signs, no matter what. So if the meanie professor decides to open up with that question again, that's what we're going to say.